Hello, my name is Charles Gonzalez, and today I will be giving a persuasive speech on the importance of community service. So, when it comes to community service, in 2021, a study found that people who volunteer regularly experience a 3 to 5 year increase in lifespan when it comes to actually volunteering. Today I want to discuss the importance of community service and how I feel it strengthens our communities. It also creates connections and fulfills moral and spiritual obligations. So the first thing we'll do is we'll explore problems caused by the lack of community involvement. This struggle could be caused from a lot of different things. One of the main things that lead to people not being interested in participating in community service is sheer laziness, and they don't necessarily have joy in their heart. So, from a source of mine, the National Volunteer Organizations, they reported that less than 25% of Americans volunteer annually, and this significantly indicates a huge gap in our community's engagement. Communities that essentially have lower rates suffer from increased crime rates. And I don't know exactly where I got this from, but this was one of the consequences or coincidences when it comes to people not being involved in community service. So whenever we talk about solutions, one of the main solutions is increasing social awareness and education, and provide pathways for people to be able to pursue this kind of thing. So one of my sources says that the youth service in America notes that schools that incorporate service learning into their curricular and community service significantly boost their students' grades. It's kind of interesting how that works. And I feel like another way we can increase people's participation is building partnerships with local organizations. There are many benefits of collaboration, and local business partners can essentially partner with nonprofit organizations. And I feel like this is a huge way that people can enter the world of community service. So, on another branch of this is you can also approach churches, because churches are one of the largest groups in the world who are into doing community service. So a small business like this in a regular community can really benefit from going to a church. And I feel like, when it comes to the religious side of things, the biblical foundation of community service, I can reference Matthew 25:40, where Jesus says, "Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." So essentially, when I am approached with this, essentially what I see is every person that you look to and talk to, you're speaking to direct representation of God Himself. So I feel like if more people approached community service like this, they wouldn't have a problem with it and see it as just extra unpaid work, in my opinion. And another piece from the Bible is from Galatians 5:13. It says, "Serve one another humbly in love." This is another beautiful thing that you see when it comes to the biblical side of community service, because there are so many references in the Bible that tell us to help people in need. So what I want to do is invite everyone who is watching this to take steps toward their local community service. Things like organizations, projects, and essentially just being acquainted with your church. So with this being said, this is my persuasive speech, and I want to reach out to everyone and have all of you guys be involved in some kind of community service. Thank you.